Alright, what's up guys? Looks like we're live. Ready to go. Maybe? There we go. We should be live now. Alright. I was glitching a bit, but what the hell's going on here? There we go. Okay. Things should be back to normal here. Had a few struggles. So, for those of you on YouTube, welcome. This will be posted on YouTube after today's stream. So, definitely go ahead and catch that there. If you miss any part of today's stream, there's a link to my YouTube channel down below in the descriptions of how to reach me. So definitely go ahead and check that out. If you think you might miss anything here or you want to see some past content that I've put on Twitch, that's a great way to find it. But what we have in front of us today is, what do we call this? This is a twist on the blue-black campaign deck that I was working on a while back, and the issue that I had with it the most was that Disinformation Campaign was a bit of a huge liability in aggressive matchups, right? It's 3 mana, it's very slow, and it doesn't have much impact. So, the way that I try to shift the deck right now is to try to have our card advantage engines be a little lower on the mana curve. So, for example, what I mean by this is using cards like Treasure Map instead of the full 4 Disinformation Campaigns. Now we run 2 Disinformation Campaigns, but 4 Treasure Map. And Treasure Map is a really nice card because it lets you have some card selection in the earlier parts of it. Since it gets played. So in the first part you get to scry 1 3 times basically, and once it flips, you get to make a bunch of treasures that you can then either cash in for mana or cash in for extra card draw. And that's what I really. Oh, hey. Thank you. Yeah, I got a haircut. I had my high school reunion on Wednesday, so I specifically got a haircut just for that occasion. But thank you for the compliment. Appreciate it. But basically, Treasure Map is kind of this cheaper card advantage engine that just I think is less of a liability, and it lets you play things earlier. The curve is much smoother, and you don't have to commit the mana if you don't want to scry. I think it's just a card that has a lot more play to it. What's nice about Treasure Map is then you also get to use cards like Kar and Scion of Urza, right? So this generates a bunch of treasures, which are artifacts, and this lets you turn Kar and Scion of Urza into essentially a win condition, right? It's -1, creates really large, tokens that can then. Oh, sorry, it's -2. Makes colorless construct artifact tokens that then get the beats down, right? And a lot of people have said that what UB needs, or blue-black, if you're not familiar, blue-black, what it needs to be super viable in standard is a planeswalker, right? And so we'll see if Karn does the trick here in this 4 mana slot here as a planeswalker that helps us go over the top with card advantage. Hey Nicholas, how you doing, buddy? I don't know what any of that means, but glad you're in here. Glad you're in here with your German words. And essentially the rest of the deck is pretty stock, right? You have to trim a little bit to make room for cards like Karn and Treasure Map. But essentially this is more or less the same, blue-black mid-range disinformation campaign deck that I had before. So what we're going to try to do is run it through a league, see how it performs, and, worst case scenario, we can come back, play around with some numbers, and then run it through another league, right? But, I'm kind of just throwing things at the wall here. I have no idea if this treasure map strategy is going to work for a deck like ours, but I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. So in theory, I think this is a solid way to play the deck. So let's go ahead and give it a shot, right? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That's absolutely okay. All right, let's jump right in. Let's see if the standard gods will be merciful to us. And for those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving, talk to me. Let me know how your Thanksgiving was. Whether that's here in chat or in the YouTube comments, let me know. Would love to hear how yours went. Mine was pretty casual, pretty simple. Not too stressful, so that was nice. Okay, that's a hand. We got some removal. We have some digging. We have our disinformation campaign, which is nice. Immortal Folly. So this is probably green-black, one of the most common matchups you're going to find on Magic Online. I should probably say in Standard in general. This could also be like mono black. It could even be a mirror match. We don't know yet now, but yeah, obviously Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty clear. So now we have a choice of whether we want to hold up Moment of Craving, and I kind of do. So we could use this Discovery Dispersal to dig right now, but if my opponent plays something like a Midnight Reaper or a Jade Light Ranger, I want to be able to kill it and then untap, play Disinformation Campaign. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And we can always save Discovery for post Disinformation Campaign, which will let us, bounce it. And if our opponent plays nothing, I mean, that's also okay, right? On turn 4, we can double spell, or we can single spell with Vraska's. Llanowar Elves, okay. So I think I'm still going to Moment of Craving this. We don't want our opponent to ramp into anything too strong too early in the game. We want to be able to try to get some value off of these disinformation campaigns. Alright, we got all 3 Vraska's Contempt, so hopefully our opponent's plan is not Carnage Tyrant. But we have some good answers to Planeswalkers, to Troublesome Creatures. Whoa, is it the Mr. Tofu? Yeah, that's the Mr. Tofu. Oh man, discard Vivian Reed? Whew, that's a good one. Interesting. Golgari Finebroker, Midnight Reaper. Alright. Interesting. So here I think I just want to hold up Vraska's Contempt. Now we could Discovery Dispersal. I don't think there's any reason to though. They could also be discarding the second Vivian because they have a backup one, which is why I'm going to just take a hit here from the Midnight Reaper. We can afford it, I think. Let's see. Honestly, this deck reminds me a lot of Pox and Legacy, especially Disinformation Campaign. Yeah, it's a really sweet card. Okay. Let's see if my opponent finds a land. Seeker Squire. That's not a land. That's really good. I don't want my opponent to be hitting land drops right now. If we can bottle... Oh, looks like they had a land anyways. Alright, so we got Midnight Reaper, which is one of their best card advantage engines. Ooh, another Discovery Dispersal is really nice, actually. Another Disinformation Campaign. Let's see. I don't know if I mind another Disinformation Campaign. Yeah, that's not the worst card. Especially if my... Although we're getting to the point where my opponent doesn't have that many cards in hand, but... I think I'll keep it. Immortal Folly, which... Ooh, they discarded Carnage Tyrant. Oh boy. Well, I really hope the last card in my opponent's hand is not another Carnage Tyrant. If they just go land Tyrant and then, you know, oh boy. Okay. So far, everything is okay. But it looks like they are playing. It's just going to be a Vraska here. Oh, and a Vivian. Vivian's good. I mean, we have the answer. Oh, sure. Downtick on Disinformation Campaign. Makes sense. Definitely want to Vraska's Contempt the Vivian before they get to untap with it. And here, I guess I'll play a Dimir Guildgate. Don't want to necessarily expose the Memorial to Folly to potential land destruction or Assassin's Trophies. Alright, get smacked. Opponent, okay. Interesting. Okay. It seems like my opponent is probably going to return Carnage Tyrant here, right? So let's go ahead and try to discard the last card in my opponent's hand here. If they're trying to like sandbag a land, maybe like an Assassin's Trophy. Okay, let's see. A Vraska's Contempt. So, yeah, this Field of Ruin came a turn too late, right? Just a turn too late. So the question is here, do we want to... Oh, okay, hold on. Actually, I think what we're going to want to do here is we can play the Field of Ruin. But if our opponent, you know, Memorial to Follies gets back Carnage Tyrant, I can actually dispersal it with Discovery Dispersal. So that's actually okay. All right, so they're going to go for it right now. And they need to hit a land right now, though. So... that's fine, yeah. Let's see. Do we take a hit here? I think we take a hit. There's a chance they drew like a Planeswalker that we're going to want to hit with this. Vraska's Contempt. They play the land. Okay, so this is turning out really good for us. Now the question is, do we actually Vraska's Contempt here? I think so. I think we just want to make sure we don't die to random critters. And we obviously, well, I guess with Dispersal we don't technically need to get that off the board, but I just, you know, I would feel a little better. And that is exactly what, so we want to do this right now, right? We want to Dispersal right away. Do you want to hold up Field of Ruin? No, I don't think so. Now we make him discard the Carnage Tyrant. We play our own Memorial to Folly. And now we're in a really good spot. Now we're in a great spot. You won versus Pox today with Accumulated Knowledge Miracles. Deck is gas. Back to base got my opponent good. I love how black decks really do not care about planes. Yeah. It really reminds you of like Hero's Downfall back when that card was legal in Standard. Alright, so we could, because we have nothing else to do right now, we could just Surveil right away. Yeah, I'll keep a Ritual sit on top. I'll just take any spell at this point. Basically converted my Doom Whisper into a you know, like a Scry 2 draw card. And then we're way ahead on mana, you know. We can beat a removal spell. Sure. Let's see, Jadelight Ranger on top. I bet my opponent's probably going to keep that one, although they might not. No, it looks like they keep it. Which means we're probably going to save this Ritual Soot just one more turn. Well, maybe not, right? Well, let's see. We would take 4, go to 10. I think that's okay. That doesn't scare me too much, though. Well, we could just, like, crack Memorial to Genius this turn. I don't know. I feel like we're so far ahead. At this point, we just want to make sure we don't lose. Firing off one of these Ritual of Soot seems fine, though. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and we'll crack Memorial to Genius. I guess we could have left up like both of these actually. Yeah, both of our utility lands, but we know what our opponent is drawing here. And here we're just looking for here we're looking for like a Sinister Sabotage to kind of just push our advantage. Okay, well, those are cards. They don't do much in this point, but they're cards, alright. So, swing. What's cool about Disinformation Campaign and Doom Whisper, too, is that they're instant speed ways to bounce your Disinformation Campaign. Yeah, let's just play that. Play that tapped. We can save the Thought Erasure. Another Jade Light Ranger. Sure, we have this backup Ritual of Soot. Opponent reveals a Cast Down. Well, that's a good one. And I imagine they're going to keep that one on top. Sure. Well, we could Field of Ruin, actually. Yeah, we have a backup Field of Ruin, so we could Field of Ruin. Yeah, so we can make sure they're not drawing that Cast Down. Kind of like that. Now we both shuffle up. They're not going to draw their Cast Down. Well, I mean, they still might, right? You know. Let's get another blue mana. Let's scry one. Yep, and that's exactly what we needed to close this game, right? Alright, opponent is not conceding. Fair enough. They could have drawn like a Vraska's Contempt or something. Do we want another treasure map? Yeah, why not? If the game like goes on for whatever reason, you know. Another treasure map is definitely not going to hurt us. Okay. Oh, am I going to play some Modern today? Hansa, no, I'm not going to play any Modern today. But that's not, it's not the reason why I'm not, no, Modern is, you know, being unplayable, that's not the reason, but. Do you guys see a little bit of lag on my end from the camera? Guys, let me know if you guys see that. In this matchup, I like Disdainful Stroke. Thief of Sanity is not bad either, although they probably keep in their cast downs, so that's something to consider. Yeah, you lagged a bit, now it's fine. Yeah, if it happens again, let me know, guys. I upped the stream to 1080 instead of 720, but my computer's trash, so. Sorcerer Spyglass is pretty good. So like these 5 cards I'm considering. This is gonna be I don't think you need Fungal Infection for this matchup. I mean they have like they have the little guys, but like the Llanowar Elves, but still. And I think I can even cut one Moment of Craving. Definitely want Spyglass. Definitely want Stroke. Yeah, maybe this just isn't like a Thief of Sanity matchup. I'm convinced though that if it sticks, it's really strong. But I think our deck is pretty well built to beat our opponents, so I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Why not 420? Bruh. Yeah, it's not that Modern is like unplayable right now. I mean, like, you're gonna have some pretty feel bad games if you try to play fair decks, which is what I do. That's why I've been staying away from it. But like, if you enjoy, you know, Dredge and Tron, this is your time to shine. Wow, the triple tap land opener. I'll keep it. All right, no elf on turn 1. Great. So we kind of need a ritual of Soot here. Kind of need a ritual of Soot. Wild Growth Walker. Interesting that they keep that in. Okay, this lets us play Treasure Map here. The question is, would we rather play Disinformation Campaign on 3, excuse me. Yeah, I don't find this Treasure Map to be that important right now, although it might help us. No, I'm going to play Treasure Map here. So it is unplayable. You're just saying it very, very nicely. Yeah, I guess you could say that. That's one way that I'm saying it. Yeah. It's just like Mardu Pyromancer, Jeskai Control is just, you know, they're my 2 decks and they're not particularly well positioned right now. Oh, don't need another Doom Whisperer right now. Just looking for a sweeper. And that's the sweeper. Cool. Let's get a second blue down in case we draw Sinister Sabotage. Now the question is, do we scry on upkeep here? Or do we hope to hit a 4th untapped land? Yeah, I think I don't scry on upkeep. Alright. Well, there's Sinister Sabotage, and I kind of want to hold that up for a Vivian. It means we get smacked for another turn. Sweeper into Whisper. That would be nice if our land, if our draw wasn't so tap land heavy. But okay. Okay, no Vivian. That's interesting. Thought Erasure. I kind of like that. And actually gonna just see what's going on over there. Carnage Tyrant. Okay. Land on top. Yes. The question is, do we flip Treasure Map right now? So we know the contents of their hand. It's Forest, Swamp, Wild Growth Walker, Merfolk, Branch Walker. They're probably not going to play into a Ritual of Soot. I think I'm gonna sit back here. I'm gonna sit back on Sabotage, because if they get something for 1 turn, if they get something going here, then I'm gonna be in a rough spot. So I'm not gonna like play Disinformation Campaign or anything like that off of the treasure tokens. I'm hoping they extend another creature here though. Uh-oh. No! Why? Oh, that's... Carnage Tyrant. Okay. Alright. So we're not dead. We can trade off the Carnage Tyrant for a Doom Whisperer, assuming they don't draw something good here. And we could also Ritual of Soot here, but I don't think I want to. Yeah, Doom Whisperer can block it, right. It's still like their best draw though, that's the issue. Oh my god. No, please stop. Alright, Treasure Map coming in handy here. Do I want that Field of Ruin? It's another land drop. Yeah, I kind of like lands right now. Yeah, that's true. Like, you're not wrong, but all they have to do is, like, not trade right now. Alright, that's a forest in their hand. Although they could get in for a lot of damage here if they attack all. Yeah. Oh no, this is lethal. This is lethal. Yeah, this is lethal. Crap. They actually had lethal on board. But I guess they drew the Vivian Reed. There wasn't anything I could do anyways. Because they're good. Yeah, the Merfolk Branchwalker pumps by 1. The Trample gets over for 1. Yeah, we were just... Maybe I got too greedy maybe with the little creatures. And I just died to the little creatures in the end. Rough. Okay. Alright. Now that I think about it, I think Cast Down is actually just better than Moment of Craving in this matchup. Oh, did I just do nothing basically? Yeah, I think we just run it back. That was a close one, though. That was a close one. Okay. Sure. Turn 4 Karn. Doesn't seem too bad. No card advantage engine. That's always a shame. But we actually have a Field of Ruin here. I really like Field of Ruin in this matchup. If we can find like a turn to get it off. So the question here is, do we Cast Down right now to make sure they don't Jade Light on 2? I kind of like that. I think it's really important to just slow them down. Are the Thought Erasers good enough? I think so. I think it's really important to be able to nab those Carnage Tyrants out of their hand early. Another Ritualist. Okay. And here we'll probably just Field of Ruin the Memorial to Folly, just proactively. We got nothing else to do anyways, and it's like the best target. I guess I could have done it on Upkeep. Although this could potentially screw up their Explorers. Let's see if they keep that Carnage Tyrant on top. They do. Which means I will be happy to shuffle it away. Okay, but now they don't. So I think I'm probably just going to jam the Karn and tick up. Just a ton of loyalty. Let's see what gets revealed. 2 pretty good cards. I'm a fan of both of those. Sweet. They give us a Spyglass. I mean, that means they could have an answer for it, but... Karn goes down to 2, which means they don't have a easy removal spell for it, which is really nice. Alright, another Memorial of Folly. Sure. Technically, we could name that with Sorcerer's Spyglass, right? Alright, Llanowar Elves, sure. So the question is, do we want to guarantee getting our Doom Whisperer right now? I'm gonna first try to Ritual of Soot here. Okay. Let's just go up with Karn. I mean, it's a little greedy, but... So we didn't Spyglass this turn, which means Vivian could come down and, you know, start going up, but... I think that's okay. Find. Ooh, that's a good one. Yep, and they have the Jade Light Ranger too. Oof. Alright. That's a Jade Light Ranger. What is my opponent revealing here? So they got a swamp into a wild growth walker, and now they're deciding whether they want to keep the wild growth walker on top. Okay. Vraska's Contempt. So I kind of want the Doom Whisperer now. The issue is, though, if we play the Doom Whisperer, like if we down tick and play it, then they have a removal spell, then Karn dies. So I think I'm actually more interested in just holding up the Vraska's Contempt on the Jadelight Ranger. Gave me Disdainful Stroke. It's a good one. Now I'll Sorcerer's Spyglass. Wow, that's double Carnage Tyrant. Okay, this is going to be a rough one. So I guess we just name Thrashing Brontodon because it can just kill the Sorcerer's Spyglass. Thrashing Brontodon. But we know they don't have a removal spell for Doom Whisperer yet, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they didn't draw the Wild Growth Walker. In fact, we could even just let Karn take the hit, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to Vraska's Contempt here. Plays the swamp, right? That's the same swamp. Yep. And I have to imagine Carnage Tyrant's coming down here. I mean, I have to imagine. Yeah. So next turn, we're definitely down ticking on Karn, looking to get back Doom Whisperer, and then we'll try to rattle off just Doom Whisperer blocks for a while. Hold up Disdainful Stroke for like a Planeswalker. Alright, Midnight Reaper is good, but it also means they're taking a turn off from playing another Carnage Tyrant, which is, I think, really good for us. I think I'll Surveil. Nice. Oh my god, I think I want both of those. And this is going to be a grind. This is going to be a grind. Here comes the Bront. Oh, another one. Wow, that's... It's going to be a lot of cards, but we have to do this. Jesus. Holy crap. Oh boy. I guess we take Carnage Tyrant. Keep that on top. I guess that's a little awkward now, but... And we know they have Duress, so I'm just gonna play the treasure map. Yep. Man, that was just a draw 4 for them. God, I mean, it was a 2. Well, it was like a 3 for 1, right? Each of them replaced themselves and drew an extra card, and I used one of my own cards. So that's kind of that's a 3 for 1 for my opponent. Yeah. So let's see what's gonna come down here. They could take a turn off to Memorial to Folly. They could just play a Doom Whisperer. And one of these Doom Whisperers is not here anymore, right? These are... These are the the cards left with under Karn. So this is what I love about Standard. Like, the games they're pretty intense. Like, they're not easy too. 2, 3, 4. We've been through 2 rituals, so it's 2. Alright, they're gonna go for the little critters. Okay. Rather than the big ones. I mean, they still have a land drop here, so... Alright, Thrashing Brontodon. Definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that. So, here we just try to get back Doom Whisperer, I guess. Play a tap land. Hope my opponent doesn't have like a Vivian. So they played these 2. I think we know 5 of their cards now. They're gonna attack? Gonna attack down Karn? Yeah. Alright, Karn did a ton of work though, so I'm pretty happy about that. Seeker Squire. Yep. Alright, there's the Overgrown Tomb. They binned the Wild Growth Walker, and they played the Seeker Squire. Playing the Doom Whisperer now, so we know 2 of the 3 cards left in my opponent's hand, I believe. So I kind of want to surveil. Well, whew, that's a tough choice here. I think I want to keep that. See if my opponent wants to trade here. They probably do. Yeah. Sure. Been a Duress, been a Llanowar Elves. That's really good. Oh, they're going again. Okay. Man, what would I do right now for a disinformation campaign? That would be really good at this spot. Oh, one more. There we go. Alright, this is your friendly reminder to hit that follow button in the top right corner if you're enjoying the stream so far. Definitely helps a small channel like mine grow. Sure, there's their Doom Whisper, and they're just going to play it. Yep. Fair enough. So if we can find like a cast down for it, I think we'll be in a really nice spot. So I'm going to scry first before I surveil. Ooh, Vraska's Contempt. Perfect. God, that is pretty perfect. It also exiles it, so no more Memorial to Folly loops. And now we're putting them on a clock. Wow, they're just surveilling. Sure. I mean, we're not a Lightning Bolt deck, but... Let's see, they binned Swamp Branchwalker. Man, they're going to go all the way down to 1. Man, shouldn't have cited out my fungal infection. It could have gotten them. So now we go up to 22. 20. I mean 20, like, ooh, 2, we go up to 20. Yeah, alright, never mind. I'm done. Alright, put our opponent down to 1 and hope for the best. They really need a removal spell here. Unfortunately, we don't have a counter spell. Like a Vivian here, I think would be like worst case scenario. Yeah. Speak of the devil. Yep. Sure. Let's see. I think I'll scry first. Vraska's Contempt. I kind of want that. I think I kind of need that. Wow. I kind of want both of those. And I will get to play both of them actually, won't I? Let's see, does my opponent have another creature? They have a Thrashing Brontodon here, don't they? Oh, a Jade Light Ranger. Oh god, another Vivian on top. That is insane actually. That is insane. Okay. So this is not going as well as I wanted it to. So we could draw a card, but we know it's a Karn. Killing the Vivian doesn't really do anything right now. And they have another backup Vivian. Oh boy. Now this destroys an artifact, right? Now we could get back. Let's see, we have. Oh no, we don't have it. We have a Memorial to Folly and a treasure map. We don't have any more Doom Whispers under Karn, right? Yeah. So guess we just start with a tick up here. Okay, those are okay cards. That Dream Eater looks to be pretty good. If we can get it though, that's the issue. We might have to play this game a bit slow here. But I think we can pull it off. Memorial to Genius. Okay. Vivian is sorcery. So we can Vraska's Contempt the Jade Light Ranger in combat. And then next turn we can down tick. Get our Dream Eater, and then like flash it in. Opponent's gonna dig through their deck, find some good cards here probably. Midnight Reaper. Well, oh my god, they should not play that. That would be really bad for them. Do not recommend. Duress. Alright. Guess we're doing this now. Okay. We have a game plan. So no other hand is Vivian, Midnight Reaper. They could just run out the other Vivian. I don't know how good that is, though. Man, this Karn, I'm so happy about it in my deck. Like, I really think Karn is really good for blue-black. Like, seriously good. It's card advantage, it's card selection. Okay, let me turn off auto yield. Discovery Dispersal is also not a bad one. Let's get that Dream Eater in here. Karn Advantage. Oh man, look at you. Let's see. Do we need this extra treasure? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We don't. Well, technically we do. So if I want to go Dream Eater plus Discovery Dispersal, I need both. So Yeah, so opponent needs to find something good here. But I think we have it. They need like Assassin's Trophy right now. That would do it. Assassin's Trophy would be rough, but like I think that's, and Vraska's Contempt would do it too. I'm definitely not gonna play Dream Eater until end of turn. You know, don't wanna get it caught by sorcery speed removals. They might even attack me in a weird way to like, yeah, to try to bait me to. Like if they go, yeah, this is, yeah, never mind. It's kind of a bait if you think about it, but it's like a next level bait. Because like I could jump in, ooh, block the Merfolk Branchwalk or whatever, right? And they're like, yeah, and then Karn doesn't die, but Karn's not what's important here. Karn already did his job. Too many times this game, honestly. Opponent finds a Jadelight Ranger, that doesn't do anything. But they're going to play it anyways. So they have one unknown card. There's a cast down. Wow. Oh boy. They could still technically have a cast down here. I mean, no, don't tell me they have the removal spell. Are they going to let me surveil here? It would have let me find a removal spell potentially. So let's put the lands in the yard. Disinformation Campaign. If this game does go on, the Disinformation Campaign is fine, I think. Let's, I guess, return Vivian. First thing we're going to try to do here is attack. No! They had the cast down. Wow. Okay. Sure. Dang. That's really rough. That's really rough. I did not expect that. Moment of Craving, nope. Nope, nope. Wow, and now they still have a Vivian and a cast down left. Yep. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Hey, Fran, I'm doing really well. How are you doing, buddy? How was if you celebrate, how was your Thanksgiving? If not, how was the start of your weekend going? God, Jadelight Ranger was also a really good find here. Duress. Yeah. All right, how many Vraska's Contempts have we been through? 1 Contempt, 2 Contempts, 3 Contempts. Oh boy. We still have an Eldest Reborn in the deck though. Although the Jadelight Ranger is kind of in the way. Treasure map. Oh, I was supposed to put a stop on my upkeep. I guess I can still do it. Thought Erasure. Field of Ruin. Okay. There goes Cast Down. Thought Erasure. Man, this is not how I expected things to turn out here. Maybe I just Thought Erasure for a Scry plus Disinformation Campaign bounce. But we're running out of cards in our deck here. Sabotage. We can't actually hold that up here. As awkward as that is. Jeez. Alright. No thanks, even Argentina. Still had a nice day. Looking forward for the weekend. Ah, fair enough, buddy. Yeah. Start to the weekend. That's always nice. Just draw lands. Please just draw lands. We use our Memorial to Memorial to Folly is exiled with Karn, isn't it? Jeez. Do we even have any like win cons left in the deck? We have one Doom Whisper, but we first need to get rid of Vivian, which is an onboard answer to it. God, we grinded through this whole game and we just couldn't get there. Maybe I was supposed to hold Discovery Dispersal for its effect. Wow, did they just downticked on Disinformation Campaign? Oh, they have another one. Okay. No, wait, what? Oh, they downticked on Treasure Map? That's fine, I guess. Branch Walker, boy. I'm sweating here. I'm sweating. Play the Tomb, yep. Alright, we gotta stop on our upkeep here. One ritual. No. Don't need a sabotage right now. Jeez. So this gets rid of Vivian, which means the last Doom Whisperer in our deck, I think, is lethal-ish. You know, assuming they don't rip another answer to it in the next couple turns. We do go down here on life, so we need to find it, like, right now. Don't draw another creature. No, I have to land. Alright. Doom Whisperer one time. Eldest Reborn. Oh, that's not going to do it, right? They're just going to sack one of them. Discovery Dispersal. That does it, kind of. It buys us one more turn, and again, we do it now. Oh, I guess that was enough. Alright, play the land. Oh, God. We're fighting hard here. We are fighting so hard. We have to counter basically any creature. I guess I cracked the Memorial to Genius, right? Okay, so those are answers at least. Search for his Canto right on time. Doom Whisperer. Oh my god, all three Doom Whisperers are in the yard. Oh my god. I just did that. I needed that, wow. All the Doom Whisperers are in the yard. I needed that Eldest Reborn, which is now like on the bottom of my library. I guess Search for his Canto lets us find it sooner. Alright, I have a minute left, so I gotta pick up the pace here. I'm sorry if I'm ignoring chat, but... So I'm going to save this Dispersal for a Carnage Tyrant. Or any other threat. No. Yes. There's the Eldest Reborn. Any order. Don't think that's gonna matter. Just need to get this down. Play a land. Alright. Sure. Let's go Doom Whisper. Oh my god. Can we get there? Can we get there? 41 seconds on the clock. Oh no, opponent's not gonna... Are they gonna try to time me out here? They might. Aw, don't do me like this, opponent. Come on. Classic. Classic. Yeah, well. That's Magic Online for ya. Some of the saltiest players I have ever met. Uh-oh, they're playing something. Find Wild Growth Walker, Jade Light Ranger, say okay. Yeah, they're just trying to maximize the amount of decisions here, the amount of clicks. Oh, I guess they do gain some life here, but it's not enough. Oh my god, it is enough! Oh my god, I was supposed to counter that! Oh my god, no! Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Shoot! God, what is wrong with me? Ugh, fudge. I misplayed this so hard. Wow. Wow, I screwed this up. Shoot. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick breather. That was a bit of a tilt. When I'll be back, we won't make misplays with 30 seconds left on the clock like that. Yeah. It happens, right? It happens. I'm gonna restart Magic Online here. It's getting a bit slow. Man, that was rough. I don't know. I got so scared of timing out that I just kept clicking through. You know, technically, like, it was their last card in hand. You know, there was no. I should have just countered it. You know, my opponent probably would have conceded right there, but I don't know. I guess I need to work on playing under pressure, because that was rough. But yeah, it happens. Just got to brush it off, move on to the next game. It was a well-fought game, though. I think up until that moment, I played it pretty well, or played it as well as I maybe could. Just goes to, at least we got to showcase how powerful Karn was. I think that's one of the big takeaways from here. Karn was so powerful. I do like the treasure maps too. I think they really help the grind. And they're less expensive than disinformation campaigns. So in general, like, just from that one match, you know, against the grindiest deck in the format, right? I really enjoyed having treasure map over disinformation campaign. All right, that's a turn 4 Karn with some stuff to back it up, right? So this hand's going to be nice against aggro, especially on the play. Well, Island is not aggro, so the question is, do we hold up Drowned Catacomb? I think so. Just in case my opponent plays like a Goblin Electromancer next turn, I can, you know, Moment of Craving it away. Well, looks like it's mono blue, maybe? A slow hand for mono blue? Ooh, that card is so good against mono blue. Now we hold up Sinister Sabotage, and we'll see what our opponent does from here. Oh, Esper Control. Do I run into the Syncopate? Now I don't have to run into anything, huh? Yeah, I don't really feel like playing into Syncopate here. Negate, okay. I guess that would have gotten tagged by Negate anyways. Just like Esper Control, maybe? What are the chances they have another counterspell here? Pretty high, but at the same time, though, they could just start going to discard, and yeah, I kind of like that. They missed their 4th land. And we have pretty good odds of drawing a relevant spell that maybe we don't want to get tagged by a counter. And maybe they'll be, you know, incentivized to play something here so they don't go to discard. Yeah. And now we can play Karn. Oh yeah, definitely. But definitely gonna just play Karn here. Get out on the board. Start going up. Trying to cement this this victory. My opponent concedes. Yeah. That'll do it. Alright, so Thief of Sanity, Sorcerer's Spyglass, Duress, Negate, Disdainful Stroke, Nezahal. We came prepared. We might want to even play Cast Down. They might have Thief of Sanity. But well, I guess, let's see, Cast Down does not hit Chromium. Well, let's first think about what we might want to cut, right? Definitely want to cut the Fungal Infection. Ritual Soot does not seem great. I I don't want to get caught by a Thief of Sanity, but I don't want to overboard for a Thief of Sanity. Yeah, this matchup is really strong, actually. The question is, how much do we... we've got the little glitch here. So the extra duress in the sideboard is not really there. So we have Contempts for Thief of Sanity, but at that point they might already get a hit in. Yeah, that third, it's in there. But I definitely want like these 5 cards, and like cutting removal seems to be like the smartest thing. Maybe we don't want all 4 Vraska's Contempts, although they definitely play. Oh, maybe we don't want the Eldest Reborn. I don't know. Maybe cut like a Vraska, cut an Eldest Reborn, cut a Moment of Craving. Nezahal, negate. And I wonder how good Spyglass actually is here. I mean, it's really good against Teferi if they can't remove it off the board. Looked like they were pretty mid-rangey, right? They had Thought Erasures too. Alright, I don't know the full contents of my opponent's deck. I think I'm just going to hit submit here, but it could easily be correct to be citing Instroke and Sorcerer Spyglass. I mean, like, Esper is, you know, and Jeskai is the matchups you really want Spyglass in, but, again, I'm just, like, not... I don't want to... I don't know. I don't know too much about my opponent's deck. I'm just going to play it a little safe here. This hand is pretty good. Yeah, I like it. We'll also play a Drowned Catacomb tapped. And I wonder if we go Thought Erasure on turn 2 or Treasure Map on turn 2. Alright, looks like we might not get that choice. But our hand is pretty good. Alright guys, how are you doing? Talk to me about your favorite Magic moment in the past week, whether it's you playing it or you seeing it somewhere. What's going on in your Magic life? I would love to know. Sweet, we can just slam a Treasure Map next turn. It means they probably have something they want to protect in their hand, maybe a Planeswalker. Although we have the answer for it. So, let's see, they kept it on top, whatever they surveilled. I'm definitely going to play out that Treasure Map, 100%. Okay, there's white mana. Okay, so... I had an idea of doing this, you know, Esper disinformation campaign, for like Teferi. This would have been a really sweet turn to maybe play like a Thief of Sanity, but, you know. I jam March of the Multitudes in my Jeskai Drago deck on the arena. It feels better than just a meme. I think you told me about that you were going to do that, and I was like, oh, okay, man. You do you. But I'm glad it's working out for you. On arena, I had like a challenge to play like green and white spells. Alright, well, there goes Sabotage. And then they bounced their campaign, and oh boy. And then to do like the green and white challenge, like play green and white spells, and I had that enchantment that turns all tokens that come into play as 4/4 angels. And I had March of the Multitudes, and they were both a 1/of, and I was playing against like stock green black. Like just like an actual deck. And let me just say, they were not prepared for like a turn 12 army of flying angels. That was a happy moment for me. I think I need like spells. Oh, that's so good. I'm gonna play around. What am I? Oh, God, they could just easily have negate, right? But okay, wow, that's a good hand. Oh my God, that is such a good hand. Oh God, well, I think we have to take the Eldest Reborn here, huh? Alternatively, we could take the Sinister Sabotage. No, I think we just have to take Eldest Reborn. Maybe I'm just supposed to take the Disinformation Campaign also, and then they don't have anything proactive to do here, but I don't know. Sure. But see, now they can't Oh, no, now that just gets us, right? Ugh. Well. I guess that's one way to do it. Here goes campaign. Play the planes. We'll, do the old scry action. Yeah, I think I'll keep that on top. Thief of Sanity. Oh, God. I really want to take the Sabotage to stop their loops, but I don't think I can beat this Thief of Sanity. I mean, I guess I keep that on top. It's a spell. Oh man, I guess if I take the Sabotage here, then I would have been rewarded, right? I think I just play it here though. It's gonna get tagged by a removal or a counterspell no matter what I do. Yeah, that sounds hilarious. I got the full playset of that enchantment just by playing Arena. Yeah. Alright, they used the stroke very intelligently. I wanted to maybe try to get them to use the Sabotage, but... And if they like get a Teferi down here, I think it's going to be very hard to win. Alright, that's also pretty good. Although it means they're not replaying Disinformation Campaign, probably, because they want to hold up Sabotage. Yeah, I want to stream Standard on Arena, but my computer is so trash, so I can't actually handle it. My opponent just jamming. Oh, Search for Iscanta. That's a good one. That is a good one. Oh boy. Speaking of good ones. I think my Search for Iscanta is going to be a little bit better than my opponent's here. Well, that turned out well for us. So now we can pop theirs. And I want to make them do this as soon as it flips, so they commit their mana right away. I think I want to do that. They could also choose for it not to flip, right? But we can't hold the Field of Ruin because, okay. Oh, wow. I guess I did not have the stop there, huh? Is this a Teferi? Teferi, God, that is such a good draw here. Oh my God. Yeah, and so now doing it on upkeep would have just been like way better. I'm popping in. I hate Arena's square cards. Square cards. Like, I never even noticed it, honestly. Never even noticed it. But I have heard people mention that. Yeah. So we definitely want to obviously Field of Ruin before they get their untap. Because it's untap 2 lands, not 2 target lands, right? Untap 2 lands. So in response to this... Yeah, I think like we needed to dodge Teferi for 1 turn and we could actually stabilize pretty well. But, you know, that's magic for you sometimes. Alright, well, we get to flip out at our Search for Azcanta at least. Maybe that gets us somewhere. Although we've lost 1 Vraska's Contempt already. Let's draw a card. Let's not flood out. Oh, hey, look, I'm flooding out. Alright. Okay, alright. We're probably going to lose this game because Teferi is just ridiculously powerful. So now they have Campaign going, they have a counter spell in hand. So we literally need like Contempt plus Thought Erasure. That's exactly what we need right now, assuming they don't have like a second counter spell. I guess Dispersal gets it off the board for 1 turn, but what does that really do for us? I don't know. I think it's still better than Treasure Map right now. We could like bait a fight somehow, maybe at their end step with Dispersal. Yeah. Another Treasure Map, alright. Yeah, all they need to do is sit back on this Teferi. I guess the question is, how long are we going to do this for? There's still a few sequences that could get us back in here, but... Oh, God. Just Magic Online rubbing it in right now. Just straight up rubbing it in. Okay, let's pack it in here. Let's pack it in. Alright, well, we know a little bit more about what's going on here, so I think I really want Sorcerer's Spyglass. I think I really want Disdainful Stroke. I definitely want a couple Moment of Craving, and I definitely want all of the Vraska's Contempt. And I think I even want the Eldest Reborn here. In terms of what to cut... I can cut a couple Doom Whispers. I can cut a Dream Eater. Well, Dream Eater is Flash. But I'll cut a couple Doom Whispers. They just like don't do much by themselves. Like, I don't like... How crazy is it to just cut all the Doom Whispers? I'm just going to do that. I'm going to see how that works. What if they have Doom Whisperers too, then Cast Down is better than Moment of Craving? I guess I could kind of see that. Nah, I'll just Reborn. I mean, it's like also a win condition too, and it kills Teferi kind of. I'll keep it. Doesn't feel great, but I'll keep it. Maybe I want to cut like, I'll cut like 2 dispersals, just because I just have no idea what to cut. Like everything in my deck I think I really need. Yeah, challenge you on Arena. Yeah, I'm hoping. So I've been talking to my friend. He just built a PC, and he's gonna help me build one on the cheap too. Because right now I'm streaming out of like a Mac Air 2015, and it's just like, it's it's slow. That's a keep in my book. All right, let's get this guild gate down. Yeah, so maybe once I get like a nice streaming PC, then maybe I can start upping the quality of the streams, and that would be nice. Duress. Do I want to do that right now? I think so. I think I want to like get a negate out of my opponent's hand and then syncopate. That'll do. I'll take that. Now I just need to avoid like 1 draw step, and I can slam this campaign. There's the fortress. Yeah. Okay, this time I did it. Oh man, Thought Erasure. Whew. Good card. Good card. The discarded island. Makes sense. There's a Drowned Catacomb. They draw their own campaign? Thief of Sanity. Ugh, not like this. Well, I can work towards dispersaling next turn. Negate. Oh god, no. I'm going to put that in the graveyard because I don't want my opponent to hit that off of their Thief of Sanity. Opponent has 3 cards in hand, but they might run away with the game here with this Thief of Sanity, depending on what they hit. Yeah, this matchup comes down to like the 3 drops. It's crazy. Alright, do I want to use Treasure Map on upkeep? That's the question. Yeah, but like dispersaling just like buys a turn, right? It doesn't even like do anything. Oh no, there's my Nezahal, but I can Memorial it back eventually. Oh, they hit a cast down too. God. That was not bad. Ooh, they're tapping out? Ooh, is that my search for Iskanta? I don't know. No, don't. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, just a discovery. Which means I can... God, I really want to like dispersal it on like end step though, but what are the chances I can actually get it to resolve if I do that? I know my opponent's hand is still Swamp, Fortress, Unknown. They discarded a Chapel and they like drew a card off the top of their deck. So the question is, how do I want to play this? How do I, at what speed, at what pace? They're gonna flip that search for Iskanta eventually, and oh boy. Do need to get that Thief of Sanity off the board though. And I guess I do it on upkeep. Although I guess I could have just done it main phase, right? I think I let the search for his Canta trigger. I don't want them to flip search for his Canta this turn. Yeah, I don't know why I did this end step. I should have just done it in my main phase. Because if they scried a counterspell to the top with the discovery, I don't know. Alright, well, something happened. Alright, they discarded the swamp. Makes sense. They're going to draw the card that they wanted to. They play the fortress. So now we know nothing left in my opponent's hand. Oh no, is it a Teferi? Is it my Thief of Sanity maybe? Alright, it's their own Thief of Sanity. Alright, so I think we do want a treasure map on upkeep here. Because if we find like a cast down, then we're going to be in a nice spot. It's not a cast down, so I think I want a Thought Erasure first, so that my disinformation campaign doesn't get tagged by like a negate. Alright, yep. And now the game's not over, but my opponent definitely has the better card advantage engines for a long game here. So will I find the time to stabilize? I'm not sure. Invoke the Divine. Alright, interesting. Oh yeah, that is my search for his Canta. Oh wait, when it flips, does it exile or does it just flip? No, it's just transform. Ouch. That's a feel bad. God, they're basically up like 3 cards now. That's insane. But when treasure map flips, then maybe I can Memorial Folly back Nezahal, and like they can't counter that. They can't cast down it. Oh, God, they got my Eldest Reborn. That would have been a good answer. They didn't take it though. If they didn't take Eldest Reborn, then what did they take? Karn maybe? Another Thief of Sanity? Yep, that'll do it. Jeez. Maybe I should use my swamp. I don't know why I'm using that. Alright, that's a cast down. Alright, I'll try to bait with a treasure map. Maybe a counterspell here. Okay, and I think I want to do this on my turn. I don't want to let them untap with Escanta and be able to find a negate. And I think I want to hit my own so that I can get it back with Memorial to Folly. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Alright. So, not dead yet. But this Thief of Sanity is gonna get frisky. What'd you find, buddy? What did you find? And they still even have the Chemister's Insight in their graveyard. It's also a pretty good card. Let's see. They binned my Disdainful Stroke, Swamp. Guess Stroke wasn't doing much here. Alright, Swamp. Treasure map, okay. Definitely don't want that. Let's go ahead and put a stop on my upkeep. I guess we flip one of them. Don't want that. Don't want that. Oh, Field of Ruin. Don't mind if I do. That's really good here, actually. And I can even try to screw up their scry after they Azcanta. Huh. Wow, that's some awkward sequencing. I guess it's not too terrible. Let's see, they scried to the bottom. Now they're gonna activate Azcanta. I'm gonna let them do that so that I can mess up their, scry to the bottom from before. Don't find Teferi, don't find Teferi, don't find Teferi. Please don't find Teferi. Oh dear God, I don't think I can handle Teferi at this point. That's a syncopate. That's not very good, actually. And then I can still Memorial to Folly back Nezahal. Yeah, okay. Things might be looking up for me. I don't know if Nezahal beats Thief of Sanity, but it also sucks if my opponent just has like a Vraska's Contempt in hand. That would also suck. But I think it's more likely I know my opponent has a Syncopate, so I think I need to get back my uncounterable threat. Oh, God. Thief of Sanity is a hell of a Magic card. Alright, another one of my treasure maps? Or is that my opponent's treasure map? Looks like my opponent's treasure map, actually. A land. Let's get back Nezahal. Can't be countered. So, and do I want to activate treasure map now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I can. I think I can afford it. I'll bottom that. Land. Okay. There's Nezahal. Yeah. It was quite the rip for my opponent. Let's see. I don't think they own any of my cards from exile currently. Sure. Hey, no problem, Nicholas. Thanks for stopping by. Please go get some rest. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much for just being here. I really appreciate it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What is it? What's happening here? Oh, jumpstart. Okay. Ooh, no, is it worth 5 of these? I don't think so. Question is, can my opponent kill an Nezahal? Probably. They have Teferis in their deck. But I guess I can kind of save... and I even have, like, cast downs. Oh, wait, no, cast down. Ah, that's also a good reason to... But they can find Vraska's Contempt, which would be pretty good. Yeah, they found the Vraska's Contempt. So, obviously, I'm going to first draw a card. Oh, well, yeah, I can still pull it off, right? Just eats up some of my... Alright, I can crack a treasure, then I can discard 3 cards, return to the battlefield tapped. Yeah, I'm not sure which one was the more correct one, but I think this means they need to have 2 pieces. Alright, there's a flipped. God, they discarded both of my Memorial. Oh, and they discarded Memorial to Genius, right? I just used Memorial to Folly. Technically, I can race this Nezahal. Technically. Doesn't feel good, though. Sorry, I can race this Thief of Sanity with Nezahal. Oh my god, my opponent just concedes. Why? They have a Thief of Sanity. My deck is potentially full of answers. Look, that was hard fought. I'm not going to complain about a win there, so I guess we should technically be 2-0 right now, but we're 1-1. For those of you that just joined the stream, I misplayed with 30 seconds left on the clock when my opponent was dead on board. So, and then they were dead on board, and then they empty-handed. I should have countered their one card, and then their one card, I didn't counter it for some reason. I was like, it's fine, but it wasn't fine. And then, long story short, I'm gonna pretend like I'm 2-0 right now. I don't think this hand is keepable. This hand is a little sketchier, but it's more keepable. Yeah, let's keep a land. Man, putting dinosaurs and pirates in the same set is the best thing WotC ever did. Oh my god. I don't know. You probably don't know, but one of the first deck I ever played out of Ixalan Standard was pirates, and I loved it. I loved it so much. Unfortunately, like red and like it was mostly red. Red was such a like oppressive archetype at that time with Hazaret and stuff that I couldn't really enjoy it, but maybe I should have actually played the Field of Ruin here, weirdly enough. Oh boy. Man, was that a draw too? Oof. I'm gonna bottom that. I need lands. That's a land. Do I play it? I think so. Yeah, so kind of need a Ritual Soot here. Like, and Midnight Reaper, yeah, I really need a Ritual Soot now. Wow. Okay, no attacks. It's probably a little misplay for my opponent there. A little click through. Fungal Infection. Kind of want to top that, yeah. And I think I want to Fungal Infection now to stop my opponent from playing Vivian on 5. Now it means we can't like blow out combat, but I think that's okay. Still need a Ritual Soot, but this, at least means my opponent's not gonna go off too quickly here. Are they gonna Assassin's Trophy something? Like my treasure map? I guess that's kind of annoying, but does mean I get another land out of my deck, and I think it's gonna be a swamp. Even have the Field of Ruin here for future Memorial to Follies. That's going to be nice. And they use their Assassin's Trophy, which means they didn't use it on my Doom Whisper, which is also kind of nice. I guess they probably have fine Finality here, which is also fine, but I'll trade. Not happy about it, but I'll trade. The new Dinosaurs deck in this standard is actually like really sweet. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like Naya Dinos. They have like the sweepers that all deal 3 damage basically, but your dinos like have enrage, and so they have those nice little effects. Oh, Ritual Soot, don't mind if I keep that on top. The question is, does my opponent have Vivian here? If my opponent has Vivian, how screwed am I? Like, I play Doom Whisper, my opponent untaps, plays Vivian. I think Vivian is so powerful that I'm just gonna try to hold back here. Thought Erasure, yeah. Definitely want that. I can wait a little bit, make sure I don't get blown out. Yeah, there's the Vivian. There's the Carnage Tyrant too, jeez. Let's Still, though, I can trade Carnage Tyrant for Doom Whisper. And I'll keep that on top. So, as long as my opponent doesn't rip a land here, I think I'm in an okay spot. But I think we both know how the story goes. Interesting. Oh no, they drew it! They drew it! Ugh! Yeah, punished. Oh, really punished. Yep. Well, I'll scry, keep it on top. Mostly because I can't actually play, do I want that on top? That's another land drop? I don't think so. Actually, could I? So I'll take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 next turn, go down to 7. Our opponent's going to have a Jade Light Ranger that could be up 2 power. That's going to be 3. It could be up to 4 power, and then I have to trade here. I think I have to do this. As much as it sucks, I really need to make sure I don't just die. Oh, there's the Carnage Tyrant swinging in. There's the Jade Light Ranger. Please. No, no, no. It's a 4-3. No, it's not a 4-3. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay. So hopefully my opponent didn't rip another removal spell, another Vivian or something. Find Finality would also be really good. I think if my opponent does nothing here, I will just trade off and... God, if my opponent has another Find Finality here, God, that would be... Although I have to imagine they would have done that pre-combat. I don't think I can afford to Surveil here. Alright, that's a Merfolk Branchwalker. Find a land, maybe? Another Jade Light Ranger? Okay. Alright, plays a land. And we could stabilize here. We're close. We're really close. Another Doom Whisper. That's a good one. So, knowing my opponent's going to draw that, I think I just play the Doom Whisperer here. Oh, right. One more. And then that means I can double spell the next turn with Moment of Craving plus Vraska's Contempt. See if we can mount a comeback here. That's a Chupacabra on top. God. So I think I'm gonna try to Surveil for. Oh, I can Field of Ruin, right? But I think I still want to surveil. Well, no. If I Field of Ruin, then I can just Field of Ruin, right? It does force my hand on the Field of Ruin, though. That's for sure. Yeah, they can't stop the shuffle effect with Field of Ruin, so that's why I'm doing this now. And I'm going to hold back one more turn. And we can rebuy our other Doom Whisperer with Memorial to Folly. Uh-oh. Deathgorge Scavenger. Alright, let's see what they target here. Yeah, I mean, it's going to force me to use it now, which I think is fine. If my opponent wants to put me down to 1, that actually puts me in a really good spot. See, 7th land would be, well, should have been more specific. think I just pass here. Kind of want my opponent to do like an attack here that kills me, or they think kills me. Let's see, what is that? Discovery, dispersal. Oh boy. Okay. Looks like we have stabilized, my friends. Start with an attack. And now we're starting the beatdowns. Midnight Reaper, sure. Which means we can't surveil here. Ooh, Karn. I think I just swing with both. Is there any line that kills us here? Not that I'm aware of. But just in case, we'll get a blocker. Because I'm having a hard time seeing a line that my opponent wins from here. Awesome. Awesome. That's another game 1 win versus green-black. Sure. Alright. How do we want to proceed here in terms of sideboarding? I like Disdainful Stroke. I like Sorcerer's Spyglass. I like Cast Down, I think. Oh no, Moment of Craving is a little bit better. And as a whole, it's interesting, but obviously it's not great because it gets just nipped by, what's his face? Chupacabra. Golden Demise I don't think is necessary. It's a little faster than Ritual Soot, but Ritual Soot is more likely to kill, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? J-Light Rangers that have explored twice. Negate is also reasonable, but I like most of my main deck here, so I think I don't definitely want to cut this. Killing a thing on one, Llanowar Elves on one is good, but definitely want to cut one moment of craving. Cast Down is actually kind of nice here, you know, because they might play Doom Whisperers and the like. But they definitely have Duress, so counterspells are also a little less exciting. Maybe I'm just like so well positioned. Oh wait, I don't need all the Ritual Soots though. Excuse me. Maybe I can. I wonder how Thief of Sandy is in this matchup. I always want to try it, but I don't know. I never do. Maybe I do want my spot removal because it really helps me survive once I've maybe cemented in my card advantage engines, but I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure how to 100% approach sideboarding in this matchup. Just try new things. Yeah, this hand is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. So Duress kind of picks a hole in it, but and obviously it's a little slow, right? We don't do anything on turn 3. I'll have to go with Walker. Sure. Well, I guess now we're doing something on turn 3. Interesting. Interesting. So I think I take the Deathgorge Scavenger here. And another land. Yeah, I want another land. I want to make sure I keep hitting my land drops here. If my opponent wants to use Find to waste their whole turn on getting Deathgorge Scavenger back, that's totally okay. Alright, they found a land. Cool. Wild Growth Walker obviously not doing much work here. So the question is, do we slam Karn knowing that it dies? Probably not. I think the answer is no. Another Wild Growth Walker, sure. That makes Ritual of Soot kind of good. Obviously, they still have Find Finality, but... And essentially, I just want to get Karn down on a turn where they don't have Vraska's Contempt up, because... Oh, wow, that's really good. I think I just tick up here, though. It's pretty likely we get a land, yeah. And we did. But now my opponent's going to feel like they have to Vraska's Contempt it. Yep. And then we're in a really good spot. We can Thought Erasure the Carnage Tyrant. They use their Find Finality. We can counter any future Find Finalities. Yeah, definitely want to just get the Carnage Tyrant out now. Another land. I don't think so. Don't think we want the 7th land right now. Jade Light Ranger. I could counter this. I can also just say okay. Oof, well, that's an Assassin's Trophy. That's not a bad card. I wonder if they keep it, though. Be really interesting to see if they keep it. It's a really nice catch-all, but obviously it doesn't do much, and they already have the Ravenous Chupacabra. Oh, it looks like they kept it, so that's good for me. I wonder if they play out the, yeah, now I'm going to get a nice old 3-for-1-ish. Deathcourt Scavenger. Sure. They target my Thought Erasure. Now I can Thought Erasure them, as well as Ritual of Soot. Get the Vivian. Let's go ahead and bottom, or Graveyard. And now we're not even soft to a Carnage Tyrant, so I feel pretty good. We know they're drawing an Assassin's Trophy. They're going to play a 2-2. We're going to play a Search for Azcanta, and we're going to protect it, because I think Search for Azcanta will win us the game. We know they have the Assassin's Trophy, but we're still doing this anyways. Doom Whisper. Ah, man. I kind of want to graveyard it so I can flip Search for Azcanta. Yeah, why not? Let's bottom it. Oh, no. I already had... Oh, the Sinister Sabotage was going to be the 8th card. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Alright. No Carnage Tyrant here. No. Yes. Alright, I think we just passed the turn. We're not in fear of dying. We can beat a Carnage Tyrant from this board state. Sure. Cast down or Vraska's Contempt. Let's do Cast down so that I still have a Contempt left in my deck. if that's where the game goes. Moment of craving, sure. So let's see, we can't quite play Dream Eater with Counterspell backup. Ooh, Memorial to Folly. That's a good one. So here I'm looking for like a disinformation campaign to try to grind their hand out. Ooh, that's not bad either. Now I can name Memorial to Folly if I want to. It's kind of good. Sweet. Start here. Have a cast down in hand. Memorial to Folly. I guess I can't use mine either, but whatever. So now I'm going to try to just bury my opponent in card advantage. They play their swamp. I think I'd rather, activate Search for Azcanta here rather than activate Treasure Map. Still looking for that disinformation campaign. I guess I take the Vraska's Contempt. There we go. That's what I wanted. Welcome home. Opponent discards an Overgrown Tomb. I think we just say go here. Yeah, we'll counter that. And we get the concession. Thank you very much. Whew. Man, that was a grind. That was a grind. For everyone who's still here, thank you all so much for hanging out. God, we should be 3-0 right now. We should be 3-0. I'm really gonna beat myself up over that misplay in the first match. I'm gonna take another quick bathroom break, fill up on my water over here. But I'll be back to finish up these last two matches of the league. So let me pull up the deck list here while you guys wait, just so you can think about it. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Always happy to hear anything like that. Alright, we're back. Let's party. Hope you guys enjoyed the chair stream. Alright, on the play. Always good. That is a pretty solid opener, yeah. So playing Swamp Out reveals a little bit less information on turn 1. Alright, looks like this might be the aggro matchup. Finally. Took long enough. Yeah, in the aggro matchup, we just want to disrupt them, take them off their curve a little bit. Oh boy. Oh boy. So we really need Ritual of Soot, don't we? So no matter what, they can double spell. Alright, definitely want to dig towards the goods. Yep, there's a Vanguard. There's double Vanguard. They gain some life. They smack us for 1. So we have a little bit of time here, but it's not a lot of wiggle room, right? We're going to get smacked for 5 next turn. They'll flip. Ugh. This scry is just the same as Treasure Map, so... let's take one of these guys. Yeah, we definitely need a land. I could even play Karn downtick, make a construct, but that doesn't buy us that much time, does it? This matchup gets a lot better post board where we side in some more spot removal, some golden demises. But this matchup's not too bad game 1 if we just, find our ritual. Alternatively, 5th land, we could play Doom Whisper. I don't know. Fungal Infection would be not bad too. But now that Legion's Landing is flipped, this game is going to get a little bit harder. What? Oh, not playing around Ritual Suit that we don't have. That also feels nice. I think I just want to Karn. Tick up. Yeah. So, alright, we got our 5th land. That means Doom Whisper is coming down. And now my opponent gets to decide whether they want to clear a card. And if they do, then this is just like a 4-mana, gain 6, draw card. Which is good. Oh, man. City's Blessing. Alright. Interesting. They attack me. So... here, I think I'm happy playing Doom Whisper and making a construct. So I can block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I take 6. Yeah, I think I had to make the token, right? Yeah. No, yeah, because I could have blocked, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So technically I didn't. No, technically I didn't have to, but. So now if we draw a Ritual Soot here, whew, it'll be nice. Okay, so definitely want to block 1 here. The flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think being at 2 is actually relevant. So I'm gonna. Oh, I'll go to 3. Maybe I didn't do my math right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Was I at 10? Can I not do math? So what are our odds of winning here? I think we just need to hit double. Oh no! So if we'd done it last turn, if we'd upticked last turn. Oof. Maybe seeing I was at 3 life, I should have surveilled 2. Because I thought I was going to go to 2, not 3. And then if I was... Yeah. Yeah. This was just a really aggressive draw from my opponent. And that'll do it sometimes. You know, you can thought erasure the cards out of their hand, but... the cards they play are just as strong. Yeah, definitely... Well, definitely want to side out Disinformation Campaign here. Definitely want the extra cast down, the Moment of Craving, the Golden Demises. Spyglass is reasonable as well. I kind of like, well, I don't like Search for Scant all that much. I think we just need all of the removals. Probably side out like a Thought Erasure. A Spyglass. It's a Danto, the whatever. Thief of Sanity is also not bad. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of Thief of Sanity. Oh man. Alright, we're going to try this. We're going to try it this way. Cross my fingers. Maybe I'm supposed to keep in a couple more Thought Erasures. Maybe going down to 0 Thought Erasure is wrong. Oh man, yeah, can't keep a hand like this, right? Not when you know the matchup. Definitely want to find blue mana as soon as possible, but we have this Moment of Craving. Field of Ruin could tag a non-basic and get us our blue. Okay, well, if we're not hitting blue sources, at least we're hitting removal spells. So definitely want to save the Moment of Craving for a Danto Vanguard. Alright, that's a blue source. Sweet. That's a Thief of Sanity. The question is, if they attack, do we block? I think that's an interesting question. And if they have Tajik here, how screwed are we? Red, white, oh, Conclave. Yeah, this is also what I was worried about. Like, this is why Thought Erasure is still okay in the matchup. Well, that's a Ritual of Soot, so... Next turn we can pop one of their Clifftop Retreats or one of their lands. And also play Moment of Craving. If we want to. If they play like an Adanto Vanguard. They could play History of Benalia with 3 mana too. There's a lot of things they could be doing here. It'll be interesting to see which one they choose. Healer's Hawk. That's not too bad at all. Alright, there's the Adanto Vanguard. So let's hit the Secret Foundry. Let's get an island. I would have been much happier if we're untapping with a Thief of Sanity here. Karn, huh? If they top deck land, though, yeah. Like, and go Experimental Frenzy, I will, like, hate myself, but it is what it is. Alright, land. Giving us the Watery Grave so we can play it tapped. Thank you, opponent. Please, please, please. Give us one turn. Never mind. Alright. We messed up. Although I still think, like, what's we have one turn here to play something, right? If we can squeak by here and they don't have a frenzy, everything's great. But obviously if they go land 4 into frenzy. Alright, History of Benalia. That's a little less scary. A little bit less scary because we got the Ritual Soot. But they could also play another Conclave here. Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening. Well, R.I.P. R.I.P. Karn. Ooh, Dispersal is not bad. Obviously, I'm going to let the next History of Benalia go off here. Interesting. Alright, Dauntless Bodyguard. Gains Indestructible. Okay. So that means it can save something from Ritual of Soot, huh? That's pretty good. I'm going to take the damage here. Interesting. Another History of Benalia, yeah. But this does mean we get to take back something. So they bounce one of their Conclaves. We get either Karn or Thief back. I really wonder which one. Because alright, we get Karn back. Okay, that's really good because we have this Ritual of Soot here. We definitely. Oh, we have this Golden Demise too. Oh my god, that's actually way better because then Knight can't save it. That is so good here. Wow. Let's go ahead and tick up first. Give my opponent a little decision here. I have a feeling they give us the Thief of Sanity. Sure. Golden Demise, this works, right? This definitely works. Yep. Nice. Nice. Healer's Hawk, sure. Do I want another land? I kind of do. I want to play Ritual Soot plus Treasure Map here. Although, okay, so Knight's going to go up to 4 power, then 5 damage. So they could technically kill Karn. No, they can't kill Karn if I Ritual Soot. But the question is, do we want to blow this Ritual of Soot right now? Maybe not. Maybe we can take it. Hey, Sun Mavras, how's it going? Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. I think we just played Treasure Map this turn. Hold up Sinister Sabotage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands we have. Yeah, so next turn we can Ritual of Soot plus hold up Sinister Sabotage, which is what I really want to do. Alright, they're going for me, which is very reasonable. Doom Whisper, yeah, let's go ahead and, well, it'll be good eventually. So let's get an island back here. Okay. From this point on, I don't want to untap away from Sinister Sabotage, though, so... Well, obviously on my opponent's turn, right? This Fungal Infection is fine. Let's go ahead and tick up here. Playing Dimir, yeah! Dimir is the jam. Yeah, we're 2-1 in the league right now. Opponent gave us another Karn. Let's play Thief of Sanity. Again, we want to hold up Sinister Sabotage. Sweet. So if our opponent has an answer, then it's Sorcery Speed, and that's good. Alright, Dauntless Bodyguard. Not too afraid of that because of Fungal Infection. Opponent plays a land. Is it an Aurelia or something? An Experimental Frenzy? Banefire? No, that's getting countered. For sure. Alright, opponent concedes. Whew. Take it to game 3 here. Taking it to game 3. Alright, I think I want to cut some of the treasure maps actually. I think I want Thought Erasure and treasure map. Although, yeah, like Thought Erasure getting the History of Benalia's on the draw is really important. Which means like even Duress could be good, but Duress just has a few too many misses in my opinion, so yeah, I think our deck is pretty streamlined for this. I mean, again, there's an argument for Duress because, you know, Experimental Frenzy, History of Benalia, but I don't know what I would cut. I think everything else is a little too important. I think the best way to beat Experimental Frenzy is just, you know, hope to Dispersal it, hope to Thought Erasure it. Yeah. Alright, that's a keeper. That's a keeper, alright. So, probably want to preserve our life total here. Nah, yeah. And by preserving our life total, I think Fungal Infection is important for that. They could have a Pride of Conquerors here. They don't. Wow. Wow, they just passed. Wow. Set a stop on my upkeep because we really want to find a land drop. They don't really have any haste things, so I'm just gonna get in there. Alright, if they start chaining like History of Benalia's, at least we have Sweeper, like Golden Demise. Alright, that's a land. Definitely want that. I am a little bit afraid of an Aurelia here, so I'm going to hold back and maybe I can, you know, soak up some damage with the Saproling. Ooh, Frenzy? Yeah, that's a Frenzy. Not much we can do about that. So the question is, do we treasure map here? I don't think so. And we hit a land anyways. So the question is, what do we do here? I think we just Golden Demise and then hold up a Scry for treasure map. Opponent could still go off, but if we can land a Doom Whisper, sure. Johnny Pridemate, sure. Whew, yeah, that's opponent just went off a little bit. So we want to find a 5th land so we can play this Doom Whisper. And ideally a 6th land so we can play this Dream Eater on curve. I think I want to bottom that. I think I want to land right now. Okay, well, looks like we're probably just going to Vraska's Contempt, the Ajani. Alternatively, we could have flipped treasure map now that I think about it. The opponent stalls out a bit here. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is now flip the treasure map. It's a little awkward, but Immortal Folly, it's a land, so I'm going to take it. Alright, so it looks like my opponent is stalling out just a little bit, which is exactly what we need to maybe stabilize the game. So I imagine there's a land sitting on top of their deck right now. They could blow up their Frenzy if they wanted to. Alright. Alright, land. No Conclave Tribunal. Alright. So far, so good. Yeah, I can't imagine they swing there. So now we can ritual. Play a land tapped. Now we swing in with Doom Whisper. We can actually hold up Vraska's Contempt for whatever reason here. Not that Hazard is in the format. Not that Hazard could attack considering the circumstances. But this is one of the best ways to beat a Alright, they're blowing it up. That's always good to see. History of Benalia, sure. We can beat this. So I have to imagine my opponent has a Conclave Tribunal in their hand right now, and that's what they need to win. But we have this Dream Eater, which instant speed can bounce the Conclave Tribunal, and that should do it. Because I don't think they have any instant speed answers to what we've got going on here, and I can't imagine they sided in Settle the Wreckage, but I could be, I could be wrong. Play a land. They're gonna use the Knight for mana probably. Oh, another Frenzy. Okay, that doesn't seem right. You just blew up your Frenzy to play another Frenzy. All right. I'm gonna take the hit, I don't wanna play the Dream Eater just yet in case my opponent is holding on to something post combat. Looks like they're not though. Well, cancel. Let's draw a card first. Wow, yeah, this feels good. Yard, and my opponent concedes. Yep. Whoo. Another one in the books. Alright, so we're 3-1 in the league right now. Lost match 1 to a silly misplay, but, it happens every now and again, right? Oh, I think my camera's lagging again. Might have to, maybe restart Magic Online. No. All right. Looks like it fixed itself. So, I think lesson learned. Can't stream in 1080p right now. Gotta cut it back to 720. All right. Oof. Ugh. What a hand. What a hand. Can we keep it? Like, a blue source in this hand becomes really good, but I'm going to mulligan. I think this hand is significantly better. Moment of Craving could be really good against an aggressive deck. I'm going to keep it. I like how you build your grindy decks. Yeah, man. It's all about the grind. Double History of Benalia. Well, I guess we take one of those. Wow. I think I have to bin that. Yeah. I think I have to bin that. I need lands here. I need lands. So the Moment of Craving was like kind of already sketchy to keep on top, but like the meta is so aggressive that I think it's super reasonable. But okay, that's a land. Yeah, I mean, grindy decks are really the ones I most enjoy playing in Magic. Just because, there's so many decisions, you know, you feel like your play actually matters. It's not like, oh, I just drew this card and these cards together, so I have to play it like this, you know, like some aggro decks or combo decks. I feel like the mid-range and control decks just have more decisions to them, and it makes me feel like I have some sort of control over my win percentage. Don't know if that's necessarily true, right? But it just feels that way. Alright, that's another land. It's... oh, man. It's not a black source, though. And I think... we got to take the turn off here. So it'd be nice to have that ritual sit right about now, but we are under a lot of pressure, so I'm not gonna... Alright, that's the Sacred Foundry that we knew about. Opponent? Cool. So here I think we need to hold up Vraska's Contempt for one of these nights. Because we're gonna get smacked for a bunch here, and we just need to try to stabilize as best as possible. Opponent is both up on cards and up on board advantage, and same amount of lands. So that's not good. Don't think there's any harm in letting them attack, like some sort of like raid type trigger, like if they attack they get something, but Danto Vanguard, yeah, that's a good one. Sabotage, a little slow right now, a little slow. No, I think we have to use it for its discovery side. Just look for a ritual of Vraska's Contempt. Ugh, that's good. That's good. It's good, but time is the one that's not good. I guess I could have taken the land and double scryed, although that double scry when you want to keep a card on top doesn't really mean anything, right? So we're gonna take some damage here. 5, 6, go to 8. Oh god. Oh, not like this. So now we really need a Ritual of Soot, or else we're straight up dead the next turn? No. We can Contempt the Danto Vanguard. Probably bottom this land. Alternatively, even if we draw Ritual of Soot, we might want to clear the Adanto Vanguard first. Thought Erasure. No, that doesn't quite do it. So we really need to find Ritual of Soot right here, right now. We binned one. We got 2 left in our deck out of 44 cards. For me, the wins feel more real. Don't just cheat a quick win, but every possible threat. Beat every possible threat and take the game. Yeah, exactly. And we're dead. Maybe that's an argument to firing off the Thought Erasure. Considering the game is going to end soon, I don't know if like keeping these treasures around is really smart, but whatever. Yup. Definitely need to restart Magic Online soon too. It's getting bad. Alright, Moment Craving. Cast down. Cut the disinformation campaigns. Cut 2 treasure maps. Cut 2 Thought Erasures. And like Thief of Sanity was our good blocker last game, right? Cut the Search for Iskanta, bring another Thief of Sanity. Yeah, I like this. I like. Eldest Reborn is actually quite bad in this matchup. I don't know why I have it. Maybe just want another Thought Erasure on the play. Yeah. Maybe one more Thought Erasure on the play. That way we can strip them of History Benalios and things like that. That's a hand. Gonna keep it. It's we got removal. We have turn 2 Thigh Erasure into turn 3 Thief of Sanity. Although it is, you know, with Shocklands, that's also kind of rough. Let's take this off. Yeah, 1 drop makes sense. So maybe if we can scry a pain land, a non-pain land to the top now with Thought Erasure, that would be nice. Ooh, those are cards. Those are cards. I think we got to take the Ajani's Pride. Well, we don't have to take the Ajani's Primate. We do have the cast down. But I think I still want to keep also that 4th land on top. So next turn I can play Thief of Sanity. It can block the Healer's Hawk, which is nice. Yeah. No matter how I cut it here, I mean... Interesting. So they don't play the Dauntless Bodyguard, maybe? Yeah, okay. I'll take it. That's less damage coming through. And they played a Clifftop Retreat that we knew about. They play a Sky Marcher. They're going to have 2 unknowns when they untap here. Hopefully one of those is not a removal spell. Alright, Johnny's Primate. That we can deal with. Oh wait, no we can't. Huh. LOL. Yeah, I have flying. I guess they just wanted to cash in for their. I guess that makes sense. Ritual of Soot. I think we just swing here. Maybe if we can find something good from our opponent in our opponent's deck. Danto Vanguard. Experimental Frenzy. Huh. Do we take the Frenzy? How crazy would this game be if it came down to Frenzy? That'd be a pretty crazy game. Kind of want to take the Vanguard because it blocks, but then I'd be putting shields down on a Johnny. Still, Danto Vanguard does block, so... Alright, Legion's Landing. I'm gonna let that resolve. And then at the beginning of combat, I will cast down the Ajani's Primate, force my opponent to pop their Dauntless Bodyguard. Sure. But now they don't flip Legion's Landing, which is really important. We do take 5 in a deck that probably plays Banefire. Ooh. Oh god, another Bodyguard. Yo, that's so good here. That is so good. Alternatively, we could just slam Doom Whisper, right? Doom Whisper is really good here. Kind of like that. If they want to try to flip their Legion's Landing, it means they're trading quite a few things. And the question is, do I attack with Thief of Sanity? No, I think I hold it back. Like, we know my opponent has 1 card in their hand right now. And if they nuke basically their whole board just to play an Ajani that rebuys something they just killed, I mean, that's not very good. It does mean they have a flipped Legion's Landing, though, and that is pretty good. But I don't know if I would suicide my whole board for it. Like, so they could attack Pridemate, Dauntless Bodyguard, Sky Marcher. You know, I Doom Whisper block the Pridemate, and then, you know, maybe throw the Thief of Sanity in front of the Sky Marcher and take 2. Because if they attack with a vampire token, I just eat it, and I take, you know, I take what, 4 instead? 4 instead of 2? So I guess if they're trying to push through damage, that's like kind of reasonable. Although if they hit a land right now, they can go with Johnny and buff something. Although even if they buff one of their X1s, then Thief of Sanity still trades with them, right? Yeah, I mean, I like our position here, but it really depends how my opponent is going to choose to play this. I can actually, if my opponent attacks with Dauntless Bodyguard, I can block the Ajani's Pridemate with Doom Whisper, and I can block Thief of Sanity on Dauntless Bodyguard. They have to sack the Dauntless Bodyguard before damage, or I just eat their Ajani's Pridemate. And then I only take 3, and I still got rid of 2 of my opponent's creatures. So okay, that's 1 creature attacking, 2 creatures attacking, 4 creatures attacking. Okay. That's a flipped Adanto. And now we'll just do the block we just talked about. This leaves us with the most creatures on the board. Yep. I wonder if my opponent has like a Banefire here. How crazy would that be? And they just Banefire down my Doom Whisper? They could also just play the Ajani here. Yeah. And what are they going to do? Rebuy the Bodyguard? I guess that's quite good, isn't it? So I think here I'm going to kill Ajani. I'm going to play this Ritual of Soot. And that's going to deal with at least 3 creatures on my opponent's board. Yeah. And then I play this Adanto Vanguard. And now I just have to hope that the remnants in my opponent's hand are not good enough. And that's kind of what it's looking to be. Another Legion's Landing, sure. Okay, play land, untap with Sinister Sabotage. Say go. We can crack Memorial to Genius at the end of turn. I'm going to say okay to that, although it does continuously pump the Ajani's Pridemate, right? What are you doing, opponent? What are you doing? Oh, I see what they're doing. I see what you're doing, opponent. Fair enough. So I guess I am kind of relying on the top of my deck here, but we have so much removal for this Ajani's Pridemate that, I mean, yeah, literally this Dispersal does it, right? It means I have to go shields down for a turn, but it does it. And now the question is, do I attack? I kind of feel like, I don't know. Attacking is pretty risky, but I kind of like it. No, I'm gonna hold back, because I'm not winning in like 2 turns. I'm winning in 4 turns. Hi. What is your starting point? What was your starting point for this list? Hey, CHMTG. Starting point was my original 5.0 lists under the name Lagzilla. You can find them online on MTG Goldfish or something like that. So it was like the 4 disinformation campaigns, 4 thought erasures, and things like that. Now I've moved a little bit more towards treasure maps and things like that. So that's kind of the evolution of the list. in a general sense, but I can talk about it more in depth after the league is over. I think we just say go for one more turn here. I don't want to attack with Doom Whisper yet. I mean, it's really conservative, but the point is, like, how do we lose this game? It's like, you know, our opponent just going super wide all of a sudden, and we can't beat that. Johnny's Pride Mate. Yeah, I think that's gonna eat a counter. Thought Erasure. Let's graveyard that. Yeah, figured. I think here I just like attacking with Thief of Sanity. Maybe looking for like a Golden Demise or well, I guess this is my opponent's deck, right? What am I talking about? Leonin Vanguard. Ah, that's actually great here. Alright, so now we have a life gain outlet. We have really good blocks. We have card advantage. Alright, sweet. Oh, that's a good one too. Nice. Gain some life. Okay. Alright, well, you're welcome, opponent. And they're probably going to make a token here, and I'm going to blow up the old Vanguard. I probably should start attacking with a Doom Whisperer soon, depending on what I hit off of Thief of Sanity or what I draw next turn. Ooh, do they have a Lyra here? Is that what they've been sitting on? It's funny because Doom Whisperer just attacks through Lyra. Okay. Interesting. They're gonna suicide to flip their Legion's Landing? Okay. And I guess we just trade off like that. Take one because we gain one next turn. Hopefully we don't get Banefired. I'm still scared of a Banefire. All right, another Thief of Sanity. Wow. Actually, yeah, let's attack with both of these now. If they want to double trade, maybe. At least we got away with it here, but double trading might have been sketchy actually. Wow, that's a Banefire. That's a Frenzy. Whew. Let's see if we attack for 12 next turn. I'm gonna take this Banefire. Got another Thief of Sanity here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, opponent top decks a land, and they're sitting on Banefire. We lose. Alright, opponent concedes. That was only game 2? Oh my god. I swear to god, guys. Yeah, I know, right? Why isn't Doom Whisperer legendary? God, I really thought that was game 3. I was so ready to just pack it in. Alright, we're done. We did it. We got it, guys. I guess that didn't happen. On the draw, I might actually want Duress over Thought Erasure. I think that's actually not bad. Maybe I can cut like a Karn. Karn's a little slow. I kind of like Duress on the draw. I mean, is that crazy? Just like get the History of Benalia's early if I have some tap lands as well. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. We'll play around with it, see how it goes. It's a pretty bad top deck, obviously, but That's the name of the game sometimes. That's what makes Thought Eraser just slightly better, because it's got the Surveil 1 tacked on. Oh boy, we got stuff to make this work. I'm going for it. And like any colored source basically lets us cast some spell. There we go. Still need a basic land though. All right, they have a Field of Ruin, so it's Golden Demise. Oh boy. Uh-oh. All right. Never mind about that Golden Demise. Definitely want a Thought Erasure here. Oof. I think I want to take the other Johnny's Pridemate actually. Ritual of Soot on top. Yeah, we get beat down here for a couple turns. Oh god, no, not like this. Oh god, always draw that Dauntless Bodyguard. Jeez. Okay, all right. Yeah, this is the nut draw from the opponent, unfortunately. They found a protection spell. I guess I want to pop this now, or maybe I want to do it on their draw step. Don't want to give them extra mana. That's the only thing. Yeah, we're actually like we're pretty dead here, aren't we? Yep. Dang, that is so frustrating because without this Dauntless Bodyguard, like we could stabilize, but because we didn't get it, then we're screwed. Like because they just top decked it right before we thought erasured, or right after we thought erasured. Yeah, this goes up to 6. This is 8, 10, 12. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. What? Yeah, I guess they don't need to, and we don't have any exile all, right? We've Vraska's Contempt. We still take a bunch of damage. Yeah, we don't have any outs here. Our hand was perfect. It was just like one turn too slow, and our opponent hit the perfect card to make sure that they don't lose to a sweeper. Yeah, that's rough. I'm gonna do it just in case my opponent, you know, just F6s or something, but it looks like we're dead here. Yep, and that's it, folks. That's rough. I wonder if we had a black source earlier, would we have been better off? We might have. Like if we had a turn 3 black source, I don't know. We needed a turn 2 answer to the Ajani's Pridemate, honestly. And we need our opponent not to draw the perfect card. But, you know, that's going to happen from time to time. You can't beat the variance every time, right? But we walked away with a 3-2. Technically, I'm going to say that was a 4-1 because we punted away, you know, literally onboard lethal. We had it. We had onboard lethal, and we lost. All right, because we didn't counter the one spell our opponent had in hand, and that one spell ended up beating us. So when we would kill them the next turn. So it was, you know, you can watch back the playback on YouTube. It's going to be the first match of this league, but let's just say this was a 4-1, right? In my mind. And I honestly think we could have beaten that red-white aggro deck, but it was a little awkward there with our mana base. With that said, I still think our mana base is as best as it can probably be. Okay, so let's talk about the deck. What did I like? What did I dislike? I really like this this core here. This, like, you know, 18 spells that you can play on turn 1 or 2. I think that's what this deck was missing before, so I'm going to cycle over to the kind of original build that I have of the deck, and you can see it's just like, it's really, and this is not the original, it's like the updated original, but it's just basically the same core. It's very top heavy. It plays with the idea that we're gonna make it to turn 4 or turn 5, right? But the metagame is really aggressive right now. Like mono red and red white aggro are, and then like mono white aggro, are just a huge part of the metagame. Like 13 2-mana spells, 3 of which, you know, or 4 of which don't actually impact the board state really, that's troublesome, right? I definitely think in an aggressive meta like this, if you want to stick to the 4 disinformation campaign plan, like you really need Essence Scatters. Sinister Sabotage is too slow. You need more things to be able to do on turn 2. And then Essence Scatter is also like kind of poor because of History of Benalia, right? Essence Scatter doesn't hit History of Benalia. So you really need to, this is why I don't like it. It's too slow. Like if the metagame was back to Golgari and Jeskai and like Blue-Red Phoenix, like okay, this might be a good list to play. But with Red-White aggro, just, obviously we played it the last 2 matches of the league there, right? With it being so powerful, I think I'm more inclined to play a deck that has, more selection in the form of like treasure map. So like out of like Disinformation Campaign, you draw a card. So for 3 mana, you see 1 card. Treasure map, for 3 mana, you already see 1 extra card, right? You don't put it in your hand, but you scry it. So if you're digging for something, then you're it's the same amount, right? It's the same mana investment. However, Treasure Map for 4 mana sees 2 cards, and Treasure Map for 5 mana sees 3 cards. Whereas Disinformation Campaign, not until you get to 6 mana invested into it have you seen 2 new cards. So Treasure Map is just slightly more flexible while still, having this engine that it turns into as well to net you more actual card advantage. But in general, like Treasure Map is just exactly what you need. It's non-committal, right? You're a deck that doesn't necessarily want to commit all of its mana every turn. You want to hold up some removal. You want to hold up a counterspell. You want to hold up Vraska's Contempt. It's all these different things. Treasure Map says, okay, for the low cost of 1 mana, I'm going to let you do this thing here. And it might not be as powerful as Disinformation Campaign, but it's more efficient in an aggressive meta. So that's what I think is the key difference here. And then, of course, we have, 4 removal spells. 5 removal spells that are 2 mana or less. And 4 of those hit a Danto Vanguard. That's really important. Fungal Infection also, it can be a 2-for-1 against red-white aggro in the early points of the game where like minimizing your life loss is really, really important. So that's like a huge reason why Fungal Infection is in the deck. When I first saw people playing that card, I was like, what the heck? What are they doing? What are they doing? And then Fungal Infection just has impressed me every time I've played it. Let me get these Discovery Dispersals back here. But yeah, and then also a change I've made recently to these blue-black builds is Discovery Dispersal being a 4 of. This card is so powerful. Dispersal, the mode Dispersal, is far more powerful than I ever gave it credit for. It bounces a threat, it bounces a removal spell, it bounces Experimental Frenzies, it does all these different things, and it's just so good, so good. I can't stress enough about how I think if you're playing less than 4 Discovery Dispersals right now in a blue-black deck, you're doing it wrong. You are doing it wrong, absolutely. So like you see, like this core here has a lot of game against still mid-range and control, like Treasure Map, Thought Erasure, Disinformation Campaign is still in the deck. You have all these cards that still do a really good job, like grinding down the grindy decks, and then you still have these tools that help you beat the less grindy decks, and the tools to beat the grindy decks don't, completely screw up your plan to beat the aggro decks, right? And that's what Disinformation Campaign and that's what Sinister Sabotage do. They're really powerful cards once you've established that this is a game of grindiness and attacking your opponent's hand, or sitting back and attacking with a big flyer and forcing your opponent to do something. Like that's when these cards come in really handy. But the majority of the metagame will not let you do this, okay? So I could definitely see an argument for maybe playing 3 Sinister Sabotage, 3 Disinformation Campaign, but 4 of each is 100% wrong. 100% wrong. Karn also just completely impressed me every time I played it. It's just 6 loyalty is huge, and we can generally control the board or your opponent's hand until you play it. So it does so much work. It's card advantage, it's card selection. it's everything you want in a 4-mana Planeswalker. This is normally in the place of either the 4th Vraska's Contempt, or a Ravenous Chupacabra, or like the 4th Doom Whisperer, or the 2nd Eldest Reborn, or the 2nd Dream Eater. Like, that's what this slot is. It's like, it's the extra grind at the top. And I think Karn does a really good job of helping us grind while also being a win condition, while also being card selection for the matchups where you're looking for a very specific answer. So I really, really enjoy Karn in the deck. Search for Iskanta is also quite good. You know, there's really not that many Field of Ruins running around right now. And, you know, again, it's a 2-mana card advantage card that you don't need to invest more mana into, right? You play it on turn 2, and then it does its own thing. And then it turns into lands, you know? It flips and becomes an extra land eventually. And even if you never get to play it for its, you know, effect, which, you know, you probably should, but if you never get a chance to, it's still an extra land. And this deck can tend to get mana... Can be mana intensive in the late turns where you actually have a lot of cards in your hand. You just don't have enough time to play them. So like Treasure Map and Search for Iskanta flipping allows you to have these like burst turns that really let you turn the corner against different types of decks. So that's what I really, really love about what we've got going on here. So let's talk about the sideboard. You know, I'm not convinced Nezahal is that good, but we didn't really run into hard control today, so we'll try it. We'll try it again in the future. 3 Thief of Sanity. Don't leave home without this. Golden Demise is a card I'm even considering playing in the main deck. So Golden Demise is just so powerful. I might try to make room for 1 to 2 of them in the main. Sorcerer's Spyglass, you know, never something I was too excited to see, so I'm probably going to cut that. This 4th Moment of Craving might not be necessary. I do like the 2nd Cast Down, though. All in all... I forgot to talk about the counter spells up here. Like, Disdainful Stroke is okay, but I haven't found myself bringing it in very often. Maybe I'm just playing it wrong. And then Negate, obviously, is great against hard control, but we just didn't run into that today. Still think you should have some mix of counter spells, especially because we're counter spell light in the main. Having, like, a package of counter spells to bring in and the right matchup could really help swing certain matchups. You know, there's not much combo decks out there, but there are a lot of control decks, so having counter spells is really, really important. That's it. I think Memorial to Folly, Memorial to Genius also just fine. I didn't like them in the past, but I don't think they actually hurt the mana that much, especially when you're not playing like 4 Sinister Sabotage. Yeah, so in the future, I think I'm going to mess around cutting the Spyglass, cutting the Moment of Craving, and then maybe moving some Golden Demise into the main board somewhere. I'm not sure where, but those are my plans for the deck moving forward. I think this build is significantly better than the previous blue-black builds that we've seen in Standard, like the one that I made and the one that's being developed constantly. You know, there's the Hooglin version with Blood Operative. I don't really like that right now, but you know, I think that covers everything I wanted to. It was kind of a long stream. I think it was like 2.5, 3 hours. I'm gonna probably call it a night here. You know, if for some reason I get a burst of energy, I may bring it back later tonight. You know, but we'll see. I don't want to make any promises. But if you're awake or something in the next 2-3 hours, just check your phone. You might get a little notification that says I'm going live. Also, a quick reminder: if you haven't hit the follow button yet, please hit the follow button. We've got a follower goal for November to hit 200 followers, and we're only at 152. 152 guys. So really would like you guys to hit that follow button if you've been enjoying the stream. And if you didn't enjoy the stream, let me know. Let me know how I can improve to make your experience better. I would really love to know. Also, this will be uploaded to YouTube, so if you missed any of the previous matches, then you can go ahead and check it out on YouTube. There's a link to my YouTube channel in the How to Reach Me section, in like the About Me area, below the stream here, where there's information about the streamer. So go ahead and check that out, and also subscribe on there if you're interested. That would be really awesome. But anyways, whew, that was a mouthful. Thanks to everybody who joined along today. Really appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm gonna leave it open here if anyone has any last questions about blue-black, but I think I'm gonna call it soon, unless anybody has any questions. All right, folks. Thank you all so much. I love you guys. I love you guys. See you around. See ya. Adios.